Life is always changing. Life is always in a state of flux, changing moment to moment. If you look back over your life, I'm sure you'll agree with me. You've had days that you felt like you were walking on a cloud, and then you had days where you wished you weren't even here. We've had days of feeling financially free, and then we may have lost a job. We have faced illnesses. We've been healthy, and then maybe we're diagnosed, or someone close to you diagnosed with an illness. We've all faced death of a loved one here today, and suddenly gone. Life changes. Everything changes. This is duality. Nothing will stay the same, even if you want it to. Nothing will stay the same. We're happy and then we're not. We're grief-struck and then we're joyous. It's duality. But there's only one thing that stays constant, and that is the changeless one within you. That is God, love, Christ, Buddha, the I Am, your higher power. Call it what you want, but it's there. And it never changes, never. And in our busyness, we forget to hook up with that changeless peace that resides always in our right mind. We're always trying to fix it on the outside. We're always going about our daily business, trying to rearrange the energy externally, trying to make the pain, the suffering, whatever, go away. If I just change the circumstance or move or get a new partner or change something externally, I will find that garden of bliss. And I think you'll agree with me that that never happens. That's impossible in duality. And so today, spring is in the air. We're moving closer to summer. It is a wonderful day to think about surrendering all of our pain and sorrows and sufferings and grief and confusions and not knowing what to do, what choices to make. It's a great day to begin the month in a state of surrender. And we do that by turning toward this beautiful, peaceful, everything God that resides within us, and having this power within us do everything for us that we of ourselves cannot do. We cannot fix anything in duality. But by the grace of God, by the power within you, and when you surrender to it, this power shall do all things through you. And so I invite you to close your eyes. Just go ahead and close your eyes. And I'm going to take you on a beautiful guided meditation using the prayer of surrender given to us by Sathya Sai Baba, who's no longer on the planet. He is a cosmic Christ in spirit world. But these words, the prayer of surrender, are so beautiful. They will touch your soul. If you tune in to this prayer with an open heart and listen with the ears of your heart. And every time you hear me say the word I or me, think of God, think of your higher power, think of this changeless one, the spirit in you that can heal your mind. When you turn toward it, go toward that light. And so just be still for a moment with your eyes closed. Just be still. And I invite you to call to mind a situation that you're facing. Maybe it's financial loss. It's a concern, a confusion. You don't know which way to go. You're at a crossroads in your life. You might be grieving the loss of a loved one. You might be facing an illness or with someone close to you that is facing an illness, and as a caregiver, you're grieving. There's so much going on in life. But I want you to call to mind that one thing that you yourself are facing, no matter how little it is or how big it is. Let it come into your mind, the one that you want resolved. Let it be with you right now. Call it forth. And now, with an open heart and the ears, your inner ears listening, the prayer of surrender. Why get agitated? Let me take care of all of your business. I shall be the one who will think about them. I am waiting for nothing else than your surrender to me. And then you do not have to worry anymore about anything. Surrender. Say farewell to all fears and discouragement, all grief, all sadness. Say farewell. You demonstrate that you don't trust me. On the contrary, you must rely blindly on me. To surrender means to turn your thoughts away from all of these troubles, to turn your thoughts away from difficulties you encounter and from all your problems. Leave everything into my hands, saying, Lord, thy will be done. You think of it. That is to say, Lord, I thank you for you have taken everything in your hands, and you will resolve this for my highest good. Remember that thinking of the consequences of a thing is contrary to surrender. That is to say, when you worry that a situation has not had the desired outcome, you thus demonstrate that you do not believe in my love for you. You will prove that you do not consider your life to be under my control, and that nothing escapes me. I see your past, I see your future. I know what's best for you. Never think this thought. How is this going to end? Never think that. Or what is going to happen? If you give in to this temptation, you demonstrate that you do not trust me. Do you want me to deal with it? Do you? Yes or no? Then you must stop being anxious about it. Give up worry. I shall guide you only if you completely surrender to me. And when I must lead you into a different path than the one you expect, I carry you in my arms. What seriously upsets you is your reasoning, your worrying, your obsession, and your will to provide for yourself at any price. That's what's seriously upsetting you. I can do so many things when you, as much in your material necessities as in your spiritual ones, turn to me saying, you think of it, you think of it. Then you close your eyes and rest quietly. You will deceive a lot, but only when your prayer will rely fully upon me. You pray to me when in pain so that I intervene, but in the way you desire it. You don't rely on me, but you want me to adjust to your requests. Don't behave like a sick little one who has asked for a treatment from the doctor, all the time suggesting to him. Don't do that. But rather, even in sad circumstances, no matter what they are, say, Lord, I praise and thank you for this problem, for this necessity. I pray you to arrange things as you please for this terrestrial and temporal life of mine. You know very well what is best for me, God. You know very well. Sometimes you feel that disasters increase instead of diminish. But don't get agitated. Simply close your eyes and tell me with faith, thy will be done. You think of it. And when you speak thus, I accomplish miracles when necessary. I only think of it when you trust me totally. I always think of you, but I can only help you completely when you fully rely on me. So that problem that you're holding on to, that sadness that's in your heart, the grief that you're carrying, the confusion at that crossroad you're on, give it all over. Give it to God and say, you think of this. Rely completely, totally, rely 100% on a God who loves you, the Christ in you, the Spirit in you. Rely completely on that one voice. With gratitude and praise in your heart for all that God is. Turn it over. And with that, we take a nice big inhale. You think of it, you think of it, you think of it. Let it go on the exhale. I give it over. I turn it over with gratitude. And so it is now that we all say, Amen.